Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. How is everybody? I'm duplicating this great spread that I used for the smaller channel for your daily pop because I just love the richness of the color and the pop. And of course, this is turning out to be one of my absolute favorite decks, this Forest Fae. It's just so beautiful. And then I'm so into this blue because I was watching all the Marvel stuff, and they had this box with them. I think they called it the Tesseract or something, and it had this glowing blue, and I love blue aura crystals, and so I started making bracelets in those colors. And again, you guys, everything's over on my IG, and I'll put it in my Etsy store as well. I made a whole bunch of fun stuff. I'm really into charms right now along with them. I just feel like it's a fun summery thing. Now you guys, today is going to be your special messages from your ancestors and your guides to help you manifest your best life. I feel right now what's happening for a lot of you guys is you're going to have a lot of increased self-worth. Your guides are going to help you with this. Gentle, loving forgiveness coming in. A beautiful increase of self-esteem. You just really being able to foster love between yourself and your family members and your friends, and expand this heart energy, and also let go of kind of this grief and really protect your energy right now. It's huge. In fact, over on my IG, I just want to let you know something really quick before I begin. I just started another spread. I think it's really important, and it keeps sticking out to me, the benefits of having our chakras aligned and really paying attention, and so I designed this, and I thought, you know what, it really is, it does everything when I do a check-in with this, like how do I feel about my money and home, what's going on with my base chakra. Really big for me, my crown chakra, my spiritual connections, are they on there, all of that. So you guys, I designed this read. It's really inexpensive at $25. If you feel like you have blockages somewhere, this is going to be about what's in the way, how can you be free of this, spiritual guidance and advancement and practical application. I have to do a quick assessment of myself every day because, again, I'm so super conditioned to want to do what's comfortable, but that doesn't always benefit me because it ends to be excessive in one area. It can just be overworking, getting fixated on something, designs, a certain client, and all of that. So I have to be like, whoa, how do I really feel? And it starts with my crown chakra. Do I feel spiritually connected? Do I feel good? Am I doing what's calming and beneficial for myself? Really putting my all in my reads, paying attention to all of that, which I hope is happening for you. So what we're going to do, you guys, I'm going to let you know your 3 choices, and then we're going to begin. I love these so much. So number 1 is the Spell Singer. Cast spells of wonder and delight. You can do this in a whole myriad of ways, and if you choose that or all of them, I will let you know some of the stuff that I do that helps. Forest Sister, the moon shines brightest after the storm. Absolutely, we've had days and days of rain here, and it now is sunny and bright and so beautiful, unbelievable. Number 3 is Strange Journeys. Take control of your quest and choose your companions wisely. This is me. This is me when I have the turkeys outside, and I have my crows. I have Merlin and his fun friend. He doesn't want to be named, he informed me. He likes to just fly in and say hello. Moonbeams and all my other critters. And this speaks to whoever we allow into our arena of life, whether friends, family. Just because someone's family doesn't mean they are good for us, healthy for us, and brings good energy, right? So this is you deciding who does what. So I'm going to have a brief pause and let you guys make your choice, and then we're going to commence. All right, number 1, the Spell Singer. Cast spells of wonder and delight. And I'm actually going to pull a couple of these favorite cards, and we're going to ask a question here. Name all the things that you love. Are you one of them? I give myself all the love and attention I need. I feel like this should be number 1 for you right now, because some of the spells we're meant to cast is healing for us, right? Really just watch and envision yourself as abundance overflows into your heart, your home, your bank account. You are going to be, and convince yourself and know this, you are going to experience unprecedented happiness and intimacy in relationships, and meet new people and have kindred spirits, because you're paying attention, you're caring for yourself, you're not stretching yourself too thin. You're going to gain a fresh perspective on your career and your professional life, including new possible ways for promotion or self-advancement, doing what you want for you. Now let's pick a tarot for you. Oh, snap. That works very nicely. Thank you. 10 of Pentacles. I celebrate everything I achieve. Now, this is very important for us to reach in and really celebrate and have reverence for the little wins, because what I feel like that does is it puts gratitude in our heart and it helps us advance. It helps us start healthy new habits too, because we're like, how can I be the strongest, centered, healthiest self so I can make good choices and move in this direction so I can create abundance? But also knowing that, let's affirm some things for ourselves, right? I create what I choose naturally and with joy. I like to say this over and over. My intuition guides me to the truth, which creates abundance, right? I make empowered choices, which creates abundance and wealth in my life. You are going to discover a renewed sense of purpose, self-power, leadership, determination to achieve even your biggest unperceived goals that you're just like, I haven't even fathomed that yet. I really feel like that you're going to march into this and be super powerful. I want to pull a secondary card. I love that for you. What passion am I ready to pursue? So I love this. Your passion will continually lead you to your purpose. What passions have you put on the side, given up on, or buried? What passion is ready to come alive in you? So write a list of the passions you want to give to life right now. Some of mine are, I definitely want to achieve some daily deep meditation so I connect with my most intuitive self and most calm self and most loving self, right? Then journal how you can incorporate more of what you are passionate about into your daily life. I do feel like scripting and writing is such a ferocious helper. It really, really is. Trust in your soul's whisperings. Let your passions draw you towards your dream life. This really oftentimes exceeds my wildest dream. When I start writing things down, I realize that's what I should be paying attention to. And because of that, I start to bring all this magic, wonder, and delight into my life. And let's pull a secondary one of these for you for a finisher. Away we fly. Take the cloud roads, delight in your imagination. That's where it really all begins, right? Like, oh, what can I imagine for myself? What can I perceive to be the most wondrous, rainbow-filled, high-octane, beautiful arena of life, and how can I step into that? For me, oftentimes, I just start like in the imagination field of how can I experience, usually nature starts to propel me back up in that cycle where I feel really good and energized. So all I would have to do is simply step outside my back door and stand under my favorite tree and breathe in that air, have present moment awareness, and just listen to nature. And then I just start to envision all these artistic concepts, all these places I can travel and see new, beautiful, earthly phenomenons. Like my next goal is I definitely want to go out to the Midwest and experience some of that Yellowstone, some amazing things there. Like I can just conceptualize how breathtaking it's going to be, and away you'll go. So really start to journal, start to do that bucket list of do one little thing each day. So then you can realize it really is attainable. When we set our sights on it, we have a little focus and follow through, totally attainable. So that's you guys, beautiful energy. I'm really excited. That's so wonderful. You are supported, you are protected, you're rising to this higher, healthier, new, innovated you. I just feel like you're going to fare well in your near future endeavors because you're ready to create this for you. So love and light to you. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. If you guys need a private read or anything, come over to IG, which is Sparkrist11. Get in on that new great chakra spread. I just feel like I'm so impassioned by that right now, of really just doing self checks and going, wow, well, that does feel a little blocked, and what can I do about that? That sort of energy. You guys are the absolute best. Love and light to you. Have a great day. Okay, gorgeous number twos. And I forgot to suggest a one too. If you want a little pop of all of this kind of insight and intuitive guidance, feel free to watch all of these. They're just little, little 5-minuters. Okay, Forest sister, let's get ready. This lets us know that, okay, so you're definitely part of your message is about change. And I talked about this in my last video, that a lot of speakers and books and people that frequent this topic let us know how difficult and what a drudgery it is to change, how it's painful. I don't believe it has to be. If it is beneficial for us, I feel like we can shrink that mountain down into a molehill very easily and go, if it's going to be good for me, I'm going to make empowered choices to do this. Let's start with just health. I know I like to reach for sugar and junk and fast things that are easy, but I know I feel great when I take the time to make a fruit salad, to eat fresh greens, things that come up from trees in the earth, right? I'm going to make an empowered choice. That wasn't too painful, but the benefits are going to be fantastic. So that's how we keep getting back to this, right? And this is saying we might have felt like crap, but this is why we weren't making empowered choices. Now we are. And I trust knowing when I make a commitment, I'm going to go forward with confidence and do this. And you really are. So for some of you guys, it will be, I'm following my own path and speaking my truth and fairness to myself. Now, let me have a quick access. What have I been doing for myself that is good, and what have I been doing that's not so good, right? Trust whatever the universe is bringing you, and it's going to be magic and it's going to be helpful to you. So let's see what one of your messages are. What passion am I ready to pursue? Now that you know the fresh mist is out there and you can breathe this beautiful blue crystalline air, you're going to say your passions will continually lead you to your purpose. What passions have you put on the side, given up on, or buried? What passion is ready to come alive in you? For instance, for me, it's definitely travel. I want to go see some beautiful places that I know will be beneficial to everything. I never am on a higher arc or more exquisite kind of high vibration than when I know I'm going to go somewhere new. I love it. I love travel and adventure. So what is that? Write a list of passions you want to give your life right now. Then journal how you can incorporate more of your passion into your daily life. I love this so much. Now, for some of you guys, this may be starting to write a book, starting to travel, starting to get in contact with people, starting your own channel, anything, starting your own company, really being innovative in the way that you organize your home. Like, oh man, if I could go in this drawer and I know everything is there, whatever it is, little things. But my passion is definitely to spend a little time every day in nature and communing with the animals and relaxing and creating something. So I started making more jewelry. I started making bracelets last night. I was like, I need to make a little bit each day and I feel really good. So let's see what your cards are going to be. You have the beautiful King of Pentacles. I am sure of my place in the world. Now this definitely just starts with, I do belong here. I have value. I'm amazing. And you work on your self-esteem and your confidence, and find clarity through calm first, and realize I am free of whatever is holding me back, because the king gets really kind of beautifully grounded in this, right? And you are inspired and you take positive action towards the future, because you know that you're aligned in that beautiful energy and that you can do this, and you're assured of, doing well. And you're going to start this quickly. Go forward with confidence. Your guides want you to know they're there to support you, and they're going to kind of give you all these little roadmaps, that you're going to have this sacred opportunity again to address any of these deep stories that are decoded in your DNA about limitations and who you're supposed to be. And you are just going to overcome all of that and be like, I've got this. You're going to trust you're always safe and protected, and you're going to give and receive for the universal good. And when you show your work, you will feel others are giving you support, because the king is very big about that. Like, listen, I put effort into this, and now what do you think? And I feel like a lot of support and love is going to come your way. And let's pull one more of these. Owl song. Whisper secrets into the moonlight and find strength in stillness. We don't always have to be in that busy state, that checking into IG, checking into everything, emails, what's everybody else doing, what do they think, what do they say? Be still, go in nature, be calm. When I go in the nature center, I hear nothing but birds and the wind, and I love that. And with that, I acquire certain little sparks of wisdom. Like my last outing, I caught myself doing something and I said, oh my gosh, I'm always so busy, even here in all this beauty and stuff, planning my next move. I was thinking, what am I going to do when I leave here? Is the car going to be hot? Blah, blah, blah. And I went, well, reel yourself in. What are you doing? You are not in present moment awareness of all this beauty, magic, marigold, magenta, all these colors around you, these birds, because you're already thinking what you're going to do when you are leaving. And I thought, and if I'm doing that when in all this rapturous beauty, imagine when I'm doing this when I'm conversing with some people, when I'm listening to one of my children, when I'm watching TV. I am always trying to multi-layer and multitask. And I thought, stop. And that brought me back to reality. So you're going to know this is, I can move forward when the time is right. I trust myself to see the truth. I accept my situation without resistance. And I did that. I said, oh, my brain is always trying to plot, plan, and do this. And I want to slow it down, because I simply want to exist and experience what I'm experiencing right now. Then I started smelling the pine trees and all the beautiful flowers. I started to feel the coolness of the air, the sea breeze, because it's right on the waterfront. all of this. And that's what you're going to do. You're going to entice yourself to participate in the magic of all the little snippets of gorgeousness around you. And it's important. Sometimes we just need to slow down and pump the brakes in order to do that and enable ourselves to really have that, oh, this really was enriching and beautiful. I find swimming does that because we are in a different element, right? Once we're in air, now we're in water. Whoa, it's one of those, we don't have to jump in the fire to feel things. We can coolly dive into that water and feel all of that. Take a swim. Next time you're in the shower, feel every droplet and be like, wow, this is so cleansing and purifying. And you'll kind of wow, get in that beautiful absorption state. So that's you, group 2, beautiful energy. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe if you like this. Feel free to watch the other ones as well. Please come over to my IG at Sparkwist11 and get in on the awesome $25 spread. It ends up being like a half hour to 40 minutes depending on the person, but I definitely feel like when we align with our chakras and we listen and we ask these questions and do these check-ins, it's like that is what's happening. That's how I can rectify this. This is how I can see my way through beautifully and calmly, and I love that kind of energy. You guys are the absolute best. Love and light. Okay, gorgeous group 3, and feel free to watch the other ones after too. They're just little snippets if you want to get a nice insight to this. So strange journeys, I love this card so much. Take control of your quest, choose your companions wisely. Now this can be also an inanimate object. This can be your TV. That's a companion. It makes us laugh. It brings us sorrow for watching scary murderous rants and things like that. So what are we putting in? Let's start our crown chakra. What are we letting come in there? What are we reading? What are we observing? Who are we speaking to? Who are we paying attention to? It can be as little as, and some of you guys, I'm already hearing the message that you're a little too plugged into IG and you're looking at all these absolutely beautiful formatted pictures of people in these luxurious places looking all grand slam glam. But what's happening is these are staged events. This is some people's jobs. This is some of these things. We are not meant to compare ourselves. So choose your companions wisely. Are you looking at spiritual things and artwork as well? That will be helpful. Do you have people that you sometimes connect with and they just start to complain and bring you heavy energy? You can kind of rescind your offer to participate in that. You don't have to. I used to too, being a natural problem solver and philosopher, I always want to know what makes certain people tick, and I like to be able to help them. But what's happening, if I immerse myself without a healthy detachment, I can take on that heavy energy. And that's even from a practiced person like myself. For some of you guys, all of a sudden you just feel like in a bad mood. And a mood is very funny. I was using all these fun word plays this morning with mood. Mood, me, oh, observation, oh, opportunities, define, all of these things. What creates our mood? It's the people we allow in it, the places and the events, right? So let's see what some of your cards are going to be. Oh, I love these. So let's listen first to this moon energy. Your intuition is going to guide you to the right decision. You're going to know this person, place, or thing, very beneficial to me, makes me feel good. Nature, these animals, these companions. Oftentimes, I love observing dogs in the dog park, that happy-go-lucky, spasmodic, I'm out in nature, I'm going to chase this ball, go crazy, youthful, fun, vitality, energy makes me so happy. I love watching dogs. I love it. Cats playing, all of this. You are going to be optimistic and appreciate all that you have, because your intuition is going to go, wow, I can create my day. I can literally plan out what I want to do and do it. How awesome is that? A lot of people can't. There are people in countries where they have no choices. The laws do not benefit them. They cannot just freelance and ride that magic carpet into creativity and other things. They're stifled. You are not. You can do whatever you want. I love this. This is abundance, protection, transformation, wealth, manifesting, all of that. With this Emperor as well, you're going to make empowered choices. What's my passion? How do I perceive this? How can I be in balance? What guidance do I need? Where is my confidence level? Let me check my solar plexus. Your perspective, what inspires you? Do you have enough endurance for this? Your bandwidth, all of that, insights to everything. You are always rewarded for all that you do. So whatever you focus on and you put that energy in, you'll be rewarded. When you give to somebody, you give them your time and your love and your affection, you're rewarded for that. If you're not, goodbye, because as it says, who are we hanging around with, right? I calmly make the best possible decision. And oftentimes within that, because emperors need to do that, they're looking out for a lot in their sovereignty. So oftentimes in order to do that, we have to look around and take assessment, right? What do I need to do? A choice, You know, there may be a need to decide between two strong options, two job offers, two locations, two people. And this, you know, it's one of those things that we don't feel under pressure. We feel like, I'll be able to do this. I'll be able to, you know, quickly celebrate all that I achieve because I am going to make the right decisions. Now, this shout goes out to everybody who has a perception of fear when it comes to choices. I know people get, definitely, and I do at times, and I have to watch myself, I get, you know, I overanalyze, and I get like, I don't know, I just kind of like, I overwhelm myself. I get like a little crazy on this. And so what I do is I just make a choice, and then I know that is the best choice intuitively, whatever stands out the most, so I don't get, you know, paralyzed. I don't get like, oh, what something's going to be wrong, because a lot of people do this when they're like, if they have a choice of vacation, even, they're like, oh my god, if I go here I'm going to miss that if I do this, right? And they overthink it. So you make your choice, know it's your best choice, and then know that I'm going to take the time to enjoy this choice and make the best out of everything. And I trust my ideas and my direction. You know, keep going. Even when you're doubting yourself, keep going towards this goal. You are on the right track. If you commit and persevere, you will get the rewards you deserve. It might be tempted to feel dissatisfied and look elsewhere, because I'll start a piece of jewelry or something and go, well, maybe if and I'm like, no, just keep going and see what comes of this. You know, and I feel proud of myself when I follow through, not as, you know, and I don't feel that sense of satisfaction when I start 10 things and I don't finish any. But if I just start one thing and finish and I follow through, I feel good, right? Appreciate the gains you have made. Dedicate yourself. There's so much more to come with these cards. I love that for you. So let's see some question we can ask ourselves. What excuses am I making right now? No more waiting. There will never be a good enough time. The time is now. Absolutely. I'm doing this. Let's go, right? If I want to ask for this job, if I want to start this channel, if I want to go on this vacation, if I want to meet this person, the time is now. And that's your major that's definitely your major message. But know your intuition is going to guide you in the right decision too, so trust that. If it feels like it's ego ridden, like, oh, other people will think, shut that dial down, because that's your ego trying to see how you'll be perceived, how you get those checkpoints, those likes. Who cares? This is for you. So what do you feel, right? Not how others will perceive this. This is a free fall into a graceful state of trusting your intuition, and you'll do beautifully, group 3. I love this so much. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. That is your message. Feel free to watch the other ones, and I would love for you guys to come over on IG, Sparkrist11, and get in away on the fantastic new chakra spread I'm doing. I feel really compelled to pay attention to this right now in my life, because I feel like when our chi flows and our chakras are aligned and we're paying attention to blockages, we can overcome anything, every little thing. Mine right now is not to over obligate myself. Like, I love to say yes to people I love, but guess what? I love to say yes to myself as well for calm and ease in my life. Like, I'm not trying to go crazy all the time. And intuitively, I know when enough is enough, and so will you. And I'm loving that for you. So if you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name's Melanie. Don't forget to press like and subscribe if you like this. I also have a fun little pop of positivity over on my Sparkrist. I think it's just oh my god, what is it? Sparkrist Intuition. I'm not sure, but I do a daily pop of positivity over there. I'm like, I've got so much going on in my head because I'm already excited to like formulate this new reading style outside, because I just realized now the sun is popping. I want to go do that for you guys. You guys, thank you so much for your beautiful comments. I read every single one. I know I can't get right back to them, but I read them, and I love, because it's important for me to know the impact that my videos have on you and how you're doing in your life and how you're feeling. And you know, everything about my channel and channels is supposed to be a positive, safe place where we can really do some deep dives into what can protect, heal, and help us, you know, positively. And it starts at the top, you know, starts with that crown chakra. How can I reach out and really listen to my higher self so I can feel good about my journey and have joy and implement change with no big whoop, you know, like I don't need to overthink. I don't need to be overly sensitive. Other people are doing them, and I'm going to do me. And I feel like that's how you're really elevating so beautifully right now. So love and light.